Have you started to notice the turn back to nature? It's been nearly 20 years since social media really made its big breakthrough. And what I've noticed more and more is that people are posting less selfies and they're posting more pictures of nature, walks in the bush, beautiful ocean swims, and just reflections of nature or even sitting under a tree. And here's the thing is that after nearly 20 years of these notifications, posts, updates, alerts, comparing ourselves to everybody else's lives, is that something in us is starting to break through this constant noise, this constant comparison cycle. We're actually realizing that being constantly connected online is leaving us feel really disconnected from time, from presence, from purpose, from ourselves, and from the people that we really, really love. So we're turning back to the place that really started it all, where we really evolved, which is in nature. You see, there's been a little bit of a time distortion as we've moved into a more technological world. The internet has changed the way that we experience time. Every scroll, every tap, every update, everything triggers a little hit of dopamine, and it gives us this burst of anticipation and of novelty. But our brains weren't designed for that kind of pace. It wasn't designed for constant novelty. And it's funny because neuroscientists at Stanford, they've shown that constant digital stimulation rewires our attention system and it actually fragments our focus. And this in turn speeds up our internal clock and it makes stillness feel very uncomfortable. Online, the hours disappear in minutes, and yet in the real world, the minutes can feel like hours depending on what you're doing. And that's why so many of us say things like, I can't believe it, another year has gone by, it's absolutely flying. And this is because our perception of time has been completely hijacked by algorithms that are designed to help us keep scrolling. We're in this attention mindset. And then we actually step outside for a minute. We put our phones down and we step out into nature. And this is where something shifts. Our breathing slows down, our shoulders drop, and our nervous system begins to exhale the way that it's meant to. Now, there is a science behind this. Researchers from the University of Michigan found that a 20-minute walk in nature significantly improves working memory, and that is the part of the brain that is responsible for focus and problem solving. Now, other studies also show that time spent in green spaces reduces cortisol, it lowers blood pressure, and it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, that's the body's natural reset and repair mode. Because in nature, time expands again. We get caught in these little silos of time where our attention is absolutely zapped. We lose hours online. But when we're going into nature, we start to notice things. We start to notice the rhythms and the waves and the sounds of the leaves. We take a moment to enjoy the way that the sunlight shifts. We look at the clouds and we are present. We stay still and our body remembers how to be human again. That's what's really important. See, the reason is we really, really crave this. We crave nature because it reconnects us with what is real. Because trees, they don't ask for your attention. The ocean does not demand productivity from you. And the sunset does not need your approval to be beautiful. It just occurs anyway. So we're in a world and it just rewards speed, it rewards everything that we need to be, it rewards productivity. But nature, the reward from nature, I should say, it rewards presence. It slows down our nervous system, it rebalances the brain chemistry, and it reminds us that being alive is not something you're constantly capturing on social media. It is something that you stop, you appreciate, and you really feel. So maybe this is the great return, not backwards, but homewards and back into the rhythm of the earth. See, as AI and as technology is constantly evolving and constantly getting faster, better, there is going to be a place where we want to get back to peace, we want to get back to the breath, and we want to get back to the sound of the wind instead of the Wi-Fi. Because after nearly 2 decades of scrolling through life, we're remembering what it feels like to live it. And maybe that's the most profound connection of all, is realizing that we are being connected to nature and being connected to what really matters, and that it's the scrolling that is doing the damage.